Welcome back to the Jojitorium, Season 2. Welcome us to YouTube. Praise us.
Lots of clapping.
Round 1, beers. Round 1, beers.
Round 1, beers.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. Well, I think remember too. Whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
yeah. That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam, it's Matt. We're decaying with the boys. And just so you know, we got renewed for a second season. So, stand-up comedians Dave Bracey and Ed met at an open mic a few years ago. Their friendship brought them together for one of the best podcasts in Pittsburgh, Drinking Partners. Now you can catch these two comedians on TV with their new original series, Ed and Day in the Burg. This new series will see the Drinking Partners perusing and boozing about the boroughs of Pittsburgh. So make sure you tune in to Very Local Pittsburgh on January 13th by downloading the Very Local Pittsburgh app on Fire TV and Roku for free. Just let them know the boys sent you. Adam, we're back. It's a new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. How did your, what we're projecting what our New Year's is going to look like because we're recording this before.
There's no way. So this will be January 2nd. Everybody's listening to this. I'm probably still not awake yet.
I had to catch you before the ball dropped because there's no fucking way we'll be able to do this otherwise.
No. As soon as like 5 o'clock hits, I'm going to start getting a buzz again.
Yeah, I figured. So 2021 is dead, and we are welcoming in 2022 with open, albeit unsure, and cautious arms. Because
very 2021.
Yes.
Although better than 2020.
Oh,
we're just going to throw
better.
the dead 2021 on top of the course of 2020.
I would love to do that. And so again, welcome to the Jojitorium. This is season 2, and if you guys are viewing us on YouTube, we have cameras now. So hopefully you're enjoying our faces, and if you want to get this Bash Brew hat, all you got to do is just...
hit me up.
Hit Adam up over there. So, cool thing now is people can actually see how we do this. So, Adam, it's round 1. You made beers, put them together. Call round 1 beers. What do we got?
It's all scripted, folks. So, it's New Year's Eve as we're recording this, and I made some beers for New Year's Eve, so I'm going to be self-serving as normal and give you a little bit of the Bubbly, Matt.
Nice.
It is a Bellini Brut IPA, and a Bellini is a traditional champagne cocktail made with peach and champagne. So it's kind of our take and a beer take on that.
Wonderful. And as you can see, we already pre-poured because these are coming out of the Keyser that's behind us. The nice haze on there, good effervescence. You can really smell some of that stone fruit coming out, which is nice. Yeah. What kind of hops did you use in this?
So it is Nelson Savant. No, shoot. Well, I didn't look it up before. Let me keep drinking.
Okay.
It's coming in at 7.2, or no, I'm sorry, 8.4%.
I say you overshot on your efficiency, yeah. It's nice and sweet. It's got a little bit of a tartness on the back end of it. It definitely reminds me of a Bellini, so if you're looking for a nice brunch beer, there is going to be probably some more of this after New Year's is over. So if you want a bottle.
Oh, I hope so. At 8.4%. If we kick both kegs, it's going to be...
We're going to have to call it. We could rename it to that beer we tried to make before, Oops, All Ubers.
Okay, I doubted myself, but I was right. It's Nelson Sauvin hops and Holleratu Blanc.
Wonderful. They sing very well. I mean, it's fantastic, man. Thank you for this. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Yeah, I kind of lean towards both of those for kind of their wine characteristics. Yeah. So it kind of lends to that champagne thing.
It definitely does.
They were thrown in right at the end of the boil in the biotransformation. To kind of give it that hazy look. Plus, we added peach puree, which gives it a haze anyway. So
I'm glad you used that week plus of time off constructively.
Yes.
Did you rest up and feel like you're ready to tackle this podcast again with that little rest?
I was so sad. Even last Thursday was the day before Christmas Eve. I was like, yeah, I could do a podcast right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck did we take this week off for?
Well, because we need to recharge and understand how a week's time can have so many terrible things happen in it, much like the Bets of Doom update we have to give, because before we took our break, you and I decided to throw our hats in the ring for Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2. And not only was I disappointed in the card, I was disappointed in general.
It was rough.
It was a rough one. I don't want to go too deep into this, but we tied. We tied on this.
Again, for the second time on a Paul card.
Yeah, we tied up. So I think because it's a new year and people can finally see us, I think we're going to call it Even Stevens and kind of move any kind of punishments to increase the intensity for the next Bets of Doom.
One, which will probably be on video.
It will. Yes, it will be. Ooh. And Daddy already has ideas. You and I had a discussion at Condado one time when we were getting lunch together, and you said something, and I hope that your brain can go back to that conversation because I'm going to make you do something. If you lose, I got something for you.
I was buzzed. I don't remember, but I can't wait to hear what I came up with.
Taco Geddon. Yeah, so if we look back at the card here, let's just look at the highlights. First and foremost, where we split here was Deron Williams and Frank Gore. You took Mr. Gore for his side. I took Deron Williams for his ownership of a gym.
I did.
And I won because Deron Williams owns a gym and Frank Williams only looks at them. So
not Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. What did I say?
Frank Williams.
Frank Williams. They're brothers.
Sounds like he's doing the national nightly news.
Hi, this is Frank Williams.
Yeah, split decision on 4 rounds. So Gore didn't do terrible, but
no, he didn't do bad.
Definitely lost.
Yeah, and I think Gore actually wants to either run it back or get another match up sometime soon, which I'd watch.
Sure.
I think Gore did a good job.
Oh, I like when it's people I know from other places just punching each other.
Speaking of that, Amanda Serrano beat the shit out of Miriam Gutierrez.
My fight of the night.
Yeah, it was a fantastic one. I actually went back and watched this one repeatedly. You didn't have a decision going 10 rounds, but I honestly believe Amanda Serrano was basically a cat with a toy the entire time.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't knock her out.
She could have ended it early, super early. Kind of glad she didn't, though, because she was throwing some like highlight reel stuff. And I got to give some props to Gutierrez because her chin must be made of lead.
Yeah.
She was taking bombs and she was surviving. So good job, Miriam Gutierrez. Hopefully you can come back and get another match in here. Get your striking up because you couldn't defeat the reach of Serrano. Right. But that's not saying that you're bad. Serrano's just an animal. So.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have an iron chin?
Oh gosh. Tyron Woodley. Oh my God, man. The cruiserweight main event of this entire card, of course, saw Jake Paul taking on Tyron Woodley. I've never seen a man be able to dissect exactly how he got knocked out, but the after fight presser from Tyron Woodley, he broke it down second by second how he screwed up.
Yeah, it's easy to do when it's all scripted. Good job, Tyron.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so in the 6th round, roughly a little over 2 minutes into it, they were exchanging a little bit, and you saw Tyron trying to circle around. He's trying to load up that right hand, and for some reason, for the first time in 6 rounds, he decided to completely drop his left hand and leave his chin and the whole side of his face exposed. And, of course, anybody who knows anything about boxing is going to take that punch. So Jake Paul, credit to him, landed a brutal knockout blow. It was very Rocky-esque. There's some serious sweat and water flying off of Tyron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got rocked.
Beautiful shot. And then my favorite part of the match followed where Tyron's mom at the winning announcement laughed her whole fucking ass to the bank because I guess she's getting a new house out of this.
Oh, she getting a new house. And then Jake Paul gave somebody a Rolex, like during the whole post-fight thing.
Cool.
I think it was a broadcaster.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he is totally. You know what? I want a Rolex. Don't you want a Rolex? Don't you want a Rolex?
No, I don't wear watches. So, no, I have a very nice watch upstairs that I don't wear. I don't know. No. Just give me the money you would spend on said Rolex. I'd rather have that.
Take one off that stupid fucking belt he had made. That thing's dumb as shit. It looks like my daughter painted it.
Look dumb as shit.
Yeah. But anyway, this pay-per-view didn't sell well at all. Right now, we're looking at early reports that it only sold 65,000 units on traditional pay-per-view. And that's actually akin to AEW when they had their pay-per-view in November. Full Gear, they sold equal amounts of sales on traditional.
On traditional pay-per-view.
So the secondary reports aren't any more favorable.
So does that doesn't count when I buy it on, what do I get mine through? Bleacher Report.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count. No.
Okay.
So like
that's where I always get my AEW.
So AEW actually it's kind of cool because AEW is more of like a new wave for younger wrestling fans because you're seeing the streaming numbers are up pretty high for AEW. Bleacher Report, I get mine through Sling, so it doesn't count as traditional pay-per-view, things like that. So, but the secondary report for this boxing card aren't any better. I mean, the units are hovering around the same thing. And of course, Jake Paul is denying that it happened, that they're that bad. He's disappointed in the sales, but he doesn't believe that they're as bad as they are.
No, they are.
Yeah. They're terrible. I mean, who wanted to watch? I wanted to watch the Fury fight. I wanted to see Fury come in, but he got whatever bursitis or whatever.
I would have, yeah, bursitis. I would have watched. I would have watched. I mean, I would have liked to watch that too. But I mean, I only went back and watched it the next day on semi-legal means to see this Serrano fight and the Frank Gore, Darren Williams fight. So
I tell you what, man. Basically, the full card was on Bleacher Report the next day.
Yeah, the only thing the only thing that I spoiled was the Jake Paul knockout because it was everywhere that night. So
yeah, and everybody who ever had a YouTube account ever was like, Jake Paul. And it's like, okay, man, calm down. Yeah, I want to see some real shit pop off. The cool thing though is that all the old stuff that Jake Paul said, did, and acted in is now coming back up because of how he was being quote unquote humble after this one. He was being so kind to Tyron Woodley or whatever. And you watch the presser at the end after the fight, and yeah, you can see there's some humble nature to him, but it still doesn't hide the fact that he's been kind of a dick. You know what I mean?
Just like everything else, it's an act.
Yeah, it's an act. The thing that was real, though, is when Jake Paul cried about Paddy Pimblett laying down some vocal lumber. Now, if you don't know who Mr. Pimblett is...
That's me. Yep.
Okay. So, he is the new MMA craze. He is quite literally Conor McGregor 2.0. Heavy-loaded Irish hands, coming after everyone's dome piece, calling people out at 185. He wants to knock everybody out, and he can do it. He's a scary, scary man. He's got balls bigger than our heads. And back in September, he cut a video after the first Tyron Woodley card and said that he would love to fight Jake Paul because his fighting style is quote-unquote shit and not worth his time, but the paycheck would be nice. Of course, because if you're watching any MMA news, you know that UFC fighters aren't being paid at all. They don't get any money. So Paul made a statement about moving to MMA, which caught the attention of a lot of the fighters, and I think it'd be really nice to see him step in with someone like Paddy because Paddy's going to knock his block off. He said he would fight, Pimblett said he would fight Paul at 185, but believes the match would not be entertaining as he would take Paul's fucking head off, is what he said.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, and the people who would love to see it, I know two people who wouldn't. Nate Diaz and Mr. Masvidal, because they left before the main event even started between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. The whole thing about, why they left, and it was a mystery to everybody. And Diaz was like, oh, just give me a microphone for a second. I'll tell you why I left. I was fucking bored.
Yeah.
So was Masvidal. Like, we were bored. We didn't want to watch it anymore. Jake Paul was so worried about Nate Diaz that he actually hired a full security team. And Diaz, he was so aggressive and mean that he actually took a picture with the security detail.
I saw that. My favorite part was, did you see like the fan shot video of him? I don't know who he flexed at, like a vendor? Somebody carrying like 12 beers. And the dude spilled all the beers. And it was like a flex from like 14 feet away.
Yeah. He like gave it like that.
It wasn't like it was like right here. It was, they were way far.
I saw it was like it was a TikTok cut. And it was like 2 for flinching, bitch.
Yeah, that's the one I saw too. And that was my favorite part of the whole card.
Oh yeah, it's like Nate Diaz walked around that whole event like he was God's gift. And I tell you what, man, everyone was terrified of him except for the security staff because they got to take a picture with him, and he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So Masvidal, on the other hand, said he's left much like Nate Diaz because he was bored. And that, when the whole call out thing happened at the end of the match, when Jake Paul called out Diaz and Masvidal's like, cool, man, you just can't afford me. I'll fight you, but you can't afford me, which he can't fight him because he's under contract with the UFC. However, Jake Paul pissed off Dana White, and Dana White's looking to make an amendment to the contracts for Mr. Masvidal and Mr. Diaz.
Let's do it.
I would love to see that. Let's do back-to-back fights there and see if Jake Paul can survive the gauntlet.
Okay, Vince.
It's good shit. It's good shit. I wanted to squeeze this in here, Adam, because it's kind of combat news and it kind of freaks me out. So from around the globe, the boys bring you the best news from India.
It's freaking me out already.
It is. So I've heard
Don't drink the water.
Yeah, I've heard so many podcasts talking about this that I had to see your face when I told you about it. So a news report from India displays how insane monkeys can be. So apparently one street dog, because if you know anything about India, stray dogs are like a epidemic over there. Like
right.
Stray dogs everywhere. But so are monkeys. They like basically try to gentrify human inhabited villages. So one single dog killed a single infant monkey, and from there 12 Monkeys Part 2 popped off, where a horde of monkeys proceeded to kill over 250 dogs.
12 monkeys. That's Brendan Fraser, correct? Wasn't that a Brendan Fraser joint? No?
That was Bruce Willis.
Okay.
Bruce Willis
You're
and
right.
Brad Pitt.
You're right. I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
That's okay, though. You're thinking...
Monkey Bone. That's
Monkey
what I'm
Bone.
Of. That's
Which
what
is...
I'm thinking of.
Let me tell you, though. I'm glad you thought about that because that movie's awesome.
No, continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt for my incorrect.
Monkey Bone. You can catch it on Amazon Prime right now.
12 Monkeys was definitely the superior movie.
So it was reported that by the New York Post, a reputable source, by the way.
New York Post, very reputable.
Reputable source. That the monkeys would carry the dogs to the top of buildings and drop them.
I love dogs, too.
Yeah, I do.
A funny visual.
And if you search this article out, they actually have like still photos of the monkeys like stealing the dogs off the street. And it was to the point where villagers were saying, yeah, if you see a dog walking down one of our streets, you better bet within 10 seconds a monkey is coming through and picking it up and taking it. And they would go to top of trees, top of buildings, top of anything they could, as high as they could, drop.
Anybody want to buy Jake Paul a monkey costume? Or no, a dog costume?
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
You want to dress him up like Clifford the Big Red Dog, really make him noticeable, and then hope that a gorilla just...
Pick him up. Oh, I want it to be like 60 little monkeys. Off the building.
That'd be a cool Disney
That
movie.
is terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Monkeys are no joke.
Yes. So I wanted to bring that to your attention only because I needed to talk to somebody about it because it was haunting my dreams. I didn't know what else to do. It was hurting me not to talk to somebody about it. So, Adam, moving on from what we assume to be scripted fighting with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley into actual scripted fighting, we are looking at a great card coming up for AEW, the Battle of the Belts, coming on January 8th. And it's very reminiscent of the Night of the Champions, if you remember those from WCW days.
I do.
Was it like
And then bastardized by WWE.
Absolutely, yeah. They
Its current form.
did a terrible job. But now AEW is trying to bring it back to prominence. And I'm very excited about this. Because I remember like when I was a kid and I would watch those epic matches. Like even matches that weren't for belts. But every belt was on the line. The TV title, the Cruiserweight title, everything was on the line. And now AEW has a nice array of belts that are up for grabs. But
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out there yet.
Sure.
Since they're switching to TBS and they're
Yeah.
doing this like Battle of the Belts, you think they'll get like an extra hour to do it?
I hope so.
Yeah, because I remember WCW. It would be like
3 to 4 hours, man.
yeah, it'd be like an extra hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah,
They were cool, man. I really enjoyed those nights because it was
but that was just on regular TV.
yeah,
right.
regular TV, man. So one match is confirmed so far. It's Britt Baker taking on Rio for the AEW Women's
I
Championship.
pick Britt Baker. You can't take her.
We're not doing predictions. We're
Rio's gonna come up a little bit later for me, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Samesies. Spoiler alert, second half's going to get Grammy. It's going to be crazy. But I want to know, so they haven't booked the rest of it, so I want to see who your thoughts are for some of the other matches here. So we already know the Women's Championship is already decided. The match anyway, Britt Baker, Rio. We know
Sure.
Britt Baker's going to go over. She's not going to lose that
I hope
title.
so.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be in the men's title match?
So I did take into consideration like, well, I guess I didn't really take into consideration current storylines. I just kind of fantasy booked this. Like,
Yeah, and that's
nobody's booked to do anything.
That's cool. We can do that too. Yeah, just fancy book
Okay.
it.
So it's completely. You said fantasy book, so I fantasy.
Do whatever you want.
So my fantasy AEW men's title match, which might be a little too soon for January 8th, but it's the only thing I want to see right now, is Cowboy, Adam
Of course.
Page versus MJF.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That's exactly where I was going to go to.
You need a heel.
Yeah.
He's been fighting the tweener. I mean, they're trying to make Danielson heel, but
You can't.
it's not quite working. He's so good in the ring.
Yeah.
It's tough. Although his mic, he is a good heel on the mic. It's just like the fans just like the guy.
Yeah. And he's just not going to get past it. He's going to be like the anti-hero the whole time. That's what he's going to be, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it. But I agree with you. I think it's going to be the match right there. I don't really see, unless you want to run it back again for a rubber match, if somehow Danielson pulls off the upset on Wednesday to get the belt off of Hangman, and Hangman tries to get it back
It would
on.
be such a bad decision. It's a bad decision to go into the second bout already.
Yeah,
They're
that
really
quick.
good. They're really gonna. It's gonna have to be something amazing.
It's going to be, yeah. Well, it has like the judges and stuff on the side, so
Right.
it should be good. What about a TNT title match? Right now, Cody Rhodes holds it, and I don't think he's going to be losing it on Wednesday because he's taking on Adam Page.
Nope.
All ego.
Ethan
Page. I'm looking at you. I'm saying Adam Page.
Yeah.
Yeah. All ego there. I don't think he's losing that one.
Adam Page is the world champion.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, everybody.
That's all Adam Page. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Ethan Page or Scorpio Sky, but I got the fantasy book and I already showed my hand that I think Cowboys retaining. So this is where Bryan Danielson comes in.
That would be nice.
Cody versus Danielson would be an awesome match.
I would also like it if somehow Miro came back from the shadows. He's been dealing with an injury.
I thought of that too.
Yeah. I would like to see Rhodes and Miro, only because I think that the only way that Cody Rhodes could overmatch Miro in his strength and his striking is to go full heel. He's going to have to do heel shit to win that match.
I want him to play this
It's so good.
super obnoxious babyface so well. Did you catch? So it was the week we took off. It happened.
Yeah.
He came out, and I believe it's when he challenged Guevara for the title, just up on the stage with Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
And he does his whole interview, and it's swarmy and blah, blah, blah. And then he turned to walk out the heel tunnel and went, wait, and then went to the
Yep.
babyface. I was like, "Mwah, I like you again now." Like, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's all evident. Brandy Rhodes, on the other hand,
Has
after
no
watching
fucking
Wednesday's Dynamite, has no fucking idea what she's doing.
She has no
She
fucking
is the
clue.
worst.
Yeah. She's pretty terrible. I would say, too, the new shirt that Cody just put out. Did you see that one?
No, I gotta look.
It's like good, bad, winning, and it's his little neck tattoo thing on the winning thing. He knows what he's doing, and all the people who are like, "Fuck you, go heel." No, don't. Continue to be this quasi like psychopath. I love it, man. Eventually, it'll lead to the Sting face paint, where he's just like,
They should just like turn Brandy, like don't even take Brandy away from Cody. Just call her the Queen of Cringe and let her do what she's doing, because it's all terrible.
I laughed
I forget what she even
so
said this
hard.
week. It made me roll my eyes and choke.
"Yeah, well,
It was so bad.
because Dan Lambert was talking about what the fuck was it? He made reference to like the color black,
Right.
and then Brain Rose was like, "Oh, you black that, but I'm a black bitch." And
Right.
she like started.
That's the exact line. where I
Oh,
was just
I
like,
laughed
oh,
so
God.
fucking hard, man. I was like, for all the good that AEW has done to steer away from stereotypes and battle like all the gay slurs and stuff that are coming at like Anthony Bowens and all those guys.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, man, go say that shit.
Awesome.
So, Adam, there's gonna be a tag team title match here, and I'm only hopeful as we sit here today that the following Wednesday that the Lucha Brothers actually retain against Jurassic Express, but they are set to clash on Wednesday. But who do you want to fantasy book in this one?
Guess who I'm taking on Wednesday? Lucha Brothers. So Lucha Brothers still have the titles.
I'm surprised.
And there's no other tag team that I like more, because FTR, they're already in a feud with them.
Yeah.
It's not going well. They need to get the fuck out of it. FTR needs to go get strong, beating some jobbers up. But in the meantime, Proud and Powerful, Santana
like
and
that.
Ortiz need to be the challengers.
You know who I want? I want Lucha Brothers, but I want the House of Black.
They haven't debuted yet, though.
That's why I want them to
Yeah.
debut.
I would like that. That was my second choice.
I wanted to see Brody King come out, do some crazy fucking shit. And I don't even want them to win. I just want them to pulverize the Lucha Brothers to set up a feud.
I totally thought he was coming in this week.
I thought he was too. Well, maybe it's going to
As
be...
soon as Mercedes Martinez debuted,
Oh, yeah.
that's the debut for this week.
There you go. I honestly, I can't wait to see what happens, man, because that was a whole thing. Malachi Black did an interview where he says he wants to expand the House of Black, so I want to see what his stable's going to look at.
It's definitely King. But
yeah.
They need, I'd like 4 members.
I think
maybe 1 female.
Yeah.
3 guys, 1 female.
Hey, Martinez
and
just
maybe
came
a
in.
manager if you got some old guy that needs a contract.
Where's Scarlett?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool, man.
A little Killer Cross and Scarlett.
Absolutely, man. Actually, I don't even want Killer Cross. I just want Scarlett.
No, I want them both. Oh, he'd be good in the House of Black. I
don't know, man. He just kind of like...
I'm glad Malachi got his face paint on point finally. Instead of just graying out the side of his face. Now he's got like a little bit of that death metal black and white going.
It is nice.
Oh my god, it was bad there for 2 weeks. It was real bad. Not as bad as Andrade's fucking wet shirt. Pretty bad.
It's like, I'm going to wrestle like one of the Reservoir Dogs, but I'm going to definitely make sure you can see all the flame retardant shit on my fucking shirt.
Instead of Mr. White, I'm going to be Mr. Wet.
So, Adam, the TBS title should have been crowned on somebody at the end of Dynamite on Wednesday. Do you think they're going to have a TBS title match on Battle of the Belts?
I think they should.
Okay.
Who do you want to establish it. So I don't know who's going to win the final.
Jade Cargill.
I thought so until I saw the Thunder Rosa match, and she looks green as goose shit still. She looks so green.
I think
it was a bad match.
It was bad.
I mean, Thunder Rosa pulled her through it, but there was one person that was bad in that match, and it was Jade.
How great was Thunder Rosa in that match, though?
Great.
Holy
I thought
crap.
for a second I thought she was actually going to win it, and going into it, I was like, well, let's see her get beat.
Yep.
At least she lost dirty. So.
She did, yeah. Which sets up and that's why I think Jade's going to win over Ruby Soho. Same shit. Lose dirty or win dirty, and then she's going to take on Thunder Rosa down the line, and Rosa's going to take the belt. She's going to have to do something.
Maybe down the line, but I don't think at this.
Not right away.
Yeah.
So
she's going to go into a program with Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah.
So I booked 2 matches here, just depending on who the champion is, because this is the only one I'm not sure of. So I got Jade Cargill versus Chris Statlander.
Nice, yeah. Power and power.
That'd be good. And then Ruby Soho with the debuting Kairi Sane coming in.
Nice.
Because I think those two would have a real... Even though it's...
Yeah.
I mean, with the debut, it'll be like a face-face. There's not really a good heel that didn't lose terribly in that tournament, though. Like, Jamie Hayter got kind of nerfed, and so did Nyla Rose.
She got a little nerfed as well. Yeah. You're right.
So neither of them deserve a chance if Ruby Soho wins, which kind of makes it look bad that she's going to win because she doesn't have an opponent. But, so I'm going to debut somebody. That'd
be nice. I think that's a good idea. I'd also say if you really wanted to have someone run it back on Ruby Soho, I'd like to see her and Ty Conte go after it. Ty would not win, but I'd like to see.
Ty was just in that program with Britt, so I mean, I would like to see that. Yeah. I think they should save her to win, though, the next time she goes for a title.
Might be a good idea, yeah. So we're going to, before we go to some ads, man, got to say one super positive thing that I was really happy to see. Jim Ross is cancer-free, and he has returned to the commentary desk. He called the entire night on Wednesday, and I couldn't be happier. I love Jim Ross.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm sad Taz left the commentary booth, though, because I like him. They should have kicked Excalibur out, but...
They will, eventually.
Hopefully.
So we are going to go to some ads, and we actually have a commercial drop from one of our friends, a podcast called Casting Views, a nephew and an uncle duo that tackle a bunch of topics, and they try to pick them apart, make you laugh, make you think.
Nice.
Love these guys. They've been really nice to us, so throw out some ads for people to support us, and if you support them, you support us, and also check out Casting Views.
One last thing, though.
Yeah.
Tony stormed to AEW.
Confirmed!
I'm Dan.
I'm Lou, and together we are Casting Views.
An uncle and nephew chatting on random topics, some heavy, some fun, but we aim to amuse.
Don't miss out, don't delay. Subscribe to Casting Views today.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and Good Pods.
Nice ink, Adam.
Yeah, I got your name on my ass.
I was talking about your forearm, though.
Oh, yeah, well, I've been taking care of it.
Yeah, it looks great, man. What are you using?
I'm using Lucky 13's Tattoo Cleanser and Healing Ointment. This ointment is incredibly fresh and invigorating. It effectively removes all surface oils and dirt while not dehydrating your new tattoo.
Dude, I actually got some of Lucky 13's Tattoo Balm. It's all natural, not oily, and applies easily. The balm improved my color and definition, and the vibrance on this ink makes it look like it's brand new.
Oh yeah, man. I found their products after taking their online quiz and it pointed me in the right direction.
Hey, guess what? And right now, if you use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order from their site.
From the first line of your tattoo to the first year of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13 has you covered to keep that ink looking fresh.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like, because again, when you support our sponsors, you support us, and we support us, we bring you some pretty cool stuff. Also, too, check out all of our friends. We're dropping commercials throughout. I think I got 13 of them all together. Made some really cool friends on Twitter, and they've been very supportive. Shout out to Unchefed for organizing the whole thing. Glad that you allowed me to be a part of it with my co-host here. So we look forward to bringing you guys more commercials so you guys can check out some other indie podcasts.
Yes, thank you, Unchefed.
So speaking of social media, we had a little social media smackdown before we went on vacation, Adam. I threw it out there. I said, hey, do you guys make New Year's resolutions? Because I think they're kind of stupid. I don't like them. And 41% of you guys said, yes, you do, which, good for you. Hopefully you can achieve them. You won't.
Oh.
You won't. You won't.
Maybe they have good willpower and they will.
Mm-hmm. Sure. We do too. Every year.
No, that's why I'm in the no side.
Yeah, me too.
I just quit trying to do it.
59% of you guys are realistic with yourselves and you say no. What's the number one resolution every year, Adam?
It's got to be lose weight.
Lose weight.
Right.
Lose weight. How many times have you told yourself every new year to, you know what? In 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, I'm going to lose weight.
None of those years did I lose weight.
No.
14, 15, and 16 I did good.
Yeah. Well, there's something about, too, I maintained a good weight until I got to the pandemic. And then I lost a lot of weight because I have a home gym. And then we started buying shit, and my home gym became storage. So I just stopped working out. I didn't really think about it.
I didn't make my pre-resolution goal of losing, what was it, 20 pounds before my birthday?
I think it was 20 pounds.
Yeah, I didn't.
What'd you get to?
I lost some, like 7.
That's pretty good, though. You lost 7 pounds in like
and
2 weeks.
I've lost like 2 more since my birthday, so... I actually did not gain weight on my birthday.
That's incredible.
I lost weight through the holiday this year. I just wasn't... My appetite was like, bleh.
Yeah.
I drank a lot of liquor.
Are you
didn't drink
sad?
a lot of beer. No, well,
That's my secret. I'm always sad.
now that you asked, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, yeah.
Okay.
I think mostly just shifting from beer to liquor.
That does it. Yeah, I bought...
Which isn't a good diet. Through the holidays it might be.
As long as you don't combine it with pretzels, I think you're okay.
No, I had a couple pretzels. But...
Oh, dude, my mom made these chocolate covered pretzels. Girl, shut it down. Papa ate like a whole bag of pretzels covered in chocolate.
One of Lori's relatives made fudge that was phenomenal. That's probably like my biggest dalliance in the holiday season.
What do you?
I ate quite a bit of fudge.
You're just bringing an atom bomb to my diet. That's
fudge and bourbon.
Ooh, fudgy bourbon. Can we do that? Can we make fudge out of bourbon? We should try that.
Oh yeah, Lori does it all the time. She does last year she did a screwball peanut butter fudge.
What the fuck?
It was good.
Hey, Lori.
She didn't do it this year.
Lori.
She didn't make it this year.
Come on. Thick as fuck. You know I love fudge.
She does a Jameson, or I don't know if it was Jameson or Beam fudge the year before that.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's boozy. Boozy tasting.
Well, speaking of boozy, Adam, we are in round 2. You made another beer. Over a year in the making. So it's round 2. Let's combine your over a year of effort and call it round 2 beers. Oh, yeah. What the fuck are we about to drink?
So this was made way over a year ago. This was brewed in March of 2020, if everybody remembers March 2020. It was a bad month.
I try not to. It's my birthday month, and I still try to black it out.
Brewed after your birthday. It was brewed towards the end of March. But it was brewed for a festival we were going to do as a triple IPA. That never happened, and we just aged it, and now the hops are probably gone from it, and it is now barley wine. Coming in at 15.2%. I think it was brewed with I don't even know if I have the recipe on this fan. It was brewed so long
So
ago.
this thing is
but it was like 8 pounds of honey.
I was going to say this thing it was supposed to be a triple of the Jojinator, right?
Right.
We're calling it the Joji bus.
Right.
To get it like
So now it turned into a barley wine that I was going to release on New Year's, and it's called Year of the Joji.
Yeah. So
yeah, a ton of honey, and then other than that, pretty much a barley wine.
What I want to do is I want you to sip first.
And we have not tried. I tried this about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I shouldn't dump it. And at that time, it was fine.
I've never tried this. So
it smells
like liquor.
Liquor,
yeah. I'm going to see you try it first, and then you talk about it while I try to fathom.
It smells malty and boozy.
That's what I want. Let me see your face.
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
It's good.
Okay.
And not only that, but it's only been kept at cellaring temperature. So it's probably rocking right in like the 50s. It actually maintains some hoppiness on the back. You won't get it till the very end. But it does have some hoppiness still.
It tastes like, remember those honey candies you used to get when you were a kid? Like little honey drop candies, the hard shell honey drop candy?
I do not know those.
It must be a Polish thing.
It tastes like those honey candies you would get at Christmas time.
The cellophane.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, that's good. Tastes like candy, buddy.
It does.
That's dangerous.
It's pretty good.
That's dangerous.
Pretty good. Yeah, lightly carbed. Because once I turned it into a barley wine, I just kind of carbed it enough to keep the oxygen off of it so it wouldn't ruin it.
It's really good, man.
But yeah, that's good. Hey, and you might see, I don't think we'll be going through a ton of this tonight, but it's here for whoever wants to try it. And
again,
then,
if you go through all of the stuff that you have right now, all Ubers.
But we'll probably bottle a little bit of this up, maybe throw a little wax on it for
sounds like a good idea
for some giveaways.
Yeah, so keep your eyes open on that too, because it's Bash_Brew on all social media. We are always dropping some of the best brews in the burg. If you want to get your hands on them, just hit the social media up, hit our DMs, and if you can't find Adam, which you should be able to by now, hit us up DWTB@gmail.com and we'll hook you up. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna nurse this for two reasons. For two reasons. I'm gonna
try to nurse it.
It's delicious. I want to savor it, and secondarily, it still kind of scares me. It doesn't taste like it's 15.
Nope.
It tastes a lot lighter than that. Warning.
15.2.
Good Lord.
Well, I do remember when I took the final gravity, which gives you the alcohol. It wasn't completely dried out, so there is some residual sweetness.
And you can taste it all the way through, especially at the end. Even the bitterness that comes through, you still get the sweetness in the end.
Even the burp ups taste kind of nice.
Great job, Adam.
Still very hoppy. I wish I could find the...
I told you could age a beer.
I wish I had the recipe. Wait, maybe I do. Hold on real quick.
So while Adam tries to find that recipe, again, if you want to find out what's going down here in the Brew Lab, it's at Bash_Brew on all social media. That's way you can find out what he's brewing up. And it's stout season right now. And apparently we're making bangers down in the Brew Lab. So if you want to see what's going on, or you want to ask him some questions too about how you can be a skilled home brewer, just hit us up and we'll answer your questions as best we possibly can. Still hunting it down.
Still looking. Oh, I think I got it. So this was actually, now that I look it up, the last brew we did upstairs before we got the new system.
Oh, okay.
This is the last small batch.
Wow.
So it is caramel malt, Carapils malt, and honey malt, and just then 2-row base. How much honey? In a 5-gallon batch, there's 5 pounds of honey. So
that's why the sweetness is
We put 6 in a 10-gallon batch now. Yeah, so that's why the sweetness is there.
Yeah, for sure.
San Diego Super Yeast was the yeast used. Oh my God, so much 2-row went into it. And then 2 ounces of Warrior hops. Actually, 4 ounces, hopped twice with Warrior, which is a very bitter hop.
Yeah.
It's a blend.
Which is staying.
Just bitterness, which is hanging around. We had 2 ounces of Centennial in there, a little bit of Mosaic, and Citra and Flame Out, which is not in there anymore. No. I taste no hints of grapefruit. It's all the Warrior.
It's all Warrior. There's no stone fruit in this thing whatsoever. No. So, Adam, congratulations on 2 very good beers we had today.
It's a beer we will never do again.
So much patience.
I think a 5-gallon batch cost like $140 to make, and we just sat on it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be at Brews and Bruises.
Yeah, that's right. We're supposed. Oh man!
But now it's here now.
Brews and Bruises. Hopefully that comes back. We get to do that, man.
Yeah, hopefully.
So speaking of wrestling, buddy.
Yeah.
Part of 2021 saw some pretty significantly cool wrestling debuts, matches, everything there, and then it also had some other really cool stuff going on. So I gave you control for the first episode back in season 2 of the second half of the show. So you decided to shotgun the best of 2021, but it's best and worst.
Best and worst for each of these categories.
Because if I know Adam, there has to be a bad to the good.
Because the worst is usually funnier.
Way funnier.
Yeah. But yeah, the only rule for this was it didn't have to be new in 2021. It just had to be present in 2021.
Okay.
So you're not picking, for example, one of them is favorite and least favorite band.
Yeah.
You're not picking somebody that broke up a decade ago.
Right. Yeah.
It's somebody that's still current. Same with the wrestlers. Same with the... We have some movies and shit.
Cool.
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about, so.
I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to give... This is your segment. You take it, man. And I'm just here along for the ride. Also, hey, kids, hydrate. Watch out for waspus.
Watch out for waspus.
So, Adam, take it away, man. This is you.
So, we're going to start it off. What is your best and worst male wrestler of 2021?
The best male wrestler is going to be Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Hands down. Great championship run. I really loved it. I want to say the worst is going to be Hangman Adam Page. The storyline
Is this whole thing just for me to jump over the table at you?
No. Let me say this right now. I love that he won the title, but he had a storyline so broken up that it caused a lot of continuity issues.
I don't think so.
So I
think it continued quite fine.
I wasn't a fan. Now I am, but that's my guess.
I guess he shouldn't have went and had a kid.
Yeah.
Ruin everything.
Yeah, ruin everything. Don't you know that you need to stay in the game?
So I'm going to break my rule right on the first one.
Yeah.
With my male wrestler because I couldn't pick just one favorite.
Okay.
So I have MJF and Eddie Kingston as an honorable mention.
I like
MJF is
that.
my favorite, though.
Yeah.
And then least favorite, no surprise to anybody who's listened to this podcast before, Luchasaurus. Or as I call him, Luchaboris.
Luchaboris.
Yes.
He had some great spots this year, though.
Not this last episode of Dynamite. He was a huge botch fest. That tail whip came super slow.
It was terrible.
He sucks. Anyway, next. What's your favorite and least favorite, or best and worst, of female wrestlers?
Favorite female wrestler was Hikaru Shida, for sure. Okay. She carried the championship through the entire pandemic and really made the swell of that roster really feel good.
Can't disagree.
Yeah, and then Penelope Ford is my least.
Interesting.
She got buried, man, after Kip Sapien went away. I don't know what happened, man. She was a great heel.
They threw her in a lot of matches, but they weren't great.
She wasn't catching fire like she was with Kip.
She doesn't have much of a personality.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah. I would say, too, only followed closely by Bailey's second half of her heel turn. That got super fucking annoying after a minute.
The ding-dong stuff.
Yeah, stupid. Didn't like that. You're so good, Bailey. Stop. Anyway, your turn.
So I don't hide my feelings much. Everybody probably knows my favorite. Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Followed very closely by Britt Baker.
Yes,
honorable mention.
Yeah.
And then least favorite by a long shot was Nia Jax.
Really?
Which we hopefully will never have to see again.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yep. Never mind. If I could change my votes. Bye.
Because she happened in 2021. Hopefully, she said she's done wrestling.
Yeah. She said she's
and
doing...
for everybody's health, I hope so.
Yeah. Movies or something now, right?
Oh, okay.
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. I don't want anyone to be poor or like lose their everything. Yeah. So good luck.
Bride of King Kong.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, don't ever wrestle. Don't wrestle.
No,
don't wrestle.
Don't even fight anybody in a movie.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
You're breaking necks.
Yeah.
So Matt.
Yeah.
Best and worst tag team. 2021. We're staying wrestling centric for the first half of this.
Okay. Best tag team. I'm going to say the Briscoes. I want to go. I'm going to go
nice
Briscoes
choice.
For best. They kept it real. I really love them for this year. Worst, I'm going to say probably Chaos Theory. That whole, Luther and Serpentico. They had a cool little spot where they were catching fire, but then you see how slow Luther is. Not to denigrate him. He's been in the game for fucking 30 years.
I like that they're using him the way that he just throws Serpentico around the
ring.
It
is kind of cool.
Bosses him around.
It's comedic.
But that's the limit of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine are, my favorites are so obvious. But Lucha Brothers, my favorite by far. And my least favorite are the Dirty Dogs.
Really?
Which is Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
Why is that, though?
Because it's just slammed together and it sucks.
Really?
And they were so good at certain points in their career as single stars. It just seems like a lazy tag team.
Everyone forgets that Dolph Ziggler won the fucking championship so many... you're right. That's a shame. Okay.
It just more ticks me off. They as themselves don't annoy me. Their tag team name sucks.
It is bad.
But other than that, it's
only matched closely by Miz and Morrison. Yeah.
Boy. So Matt, a lot of factions and there's one or two in WWE, but there's a bunch in AEW. What's your favorite and most hated faction?
My favorite faction in wrestling this year was the Hurt Business. Flash in the Pan. Wow. I really, really liked those guys. I thought they resurrected careers out of that one. Most notably, Shelton Benjamin and MVP, guys who were kind of in the gutter and came back out and then raised up stars within the stable. I thought it was great. I would say my least favorite, I'd say that, what the fuck was that one with like B-Fab in it? The one that got dismantled. Like,
Hit Row.
And only because I didn't get to see them develop. They were okay on NXT, got caught up to the main roster, and then just got fired.
Funny enough, if you told me to name factions in WWE, those are the only two I can think of.
Really?
Well, Undisputed Era was in 2021.
In Bloodline.
Probably the best. Bloodline almost made my best, actually.
Yeah, I would say it's close. What do you got?
My favorite, probably for all the wrong reasons, is the Dark Order.
There's comedy, there's cults.
They just bring a smile to my face. And they're good in the ring. They are good. Yeah. When they take themselves seriously, they get good. Yeah. Kind of ridiculous. My least favorite, the Inner Circle.
I could see that.
At this point, by the end of 2021, they've run their course. Mm-hmm. I think each person in that faction, aside from Proud and Powerful being a tag team, but everybody's better just on their own.
I agree with that.
Except Jake Hager. Jake Hager's going away.
He needs help.
Wardlow is way more over than him now. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's doing his fucking powerbomb people.
Yeah, I love it. Just keep doing it. So yeah, real easy on my factions, but Bloodline was pretty close. It might be the best thing WWE's doing.
Well, until AEW puts together Undisputed 2.0, then it's
they already done did it. They just got to name them.
Yep.
So what's your best and worst manager in wrestling?
My favorite manager of 2021 is Scarlett Boudreaux. She was the best manager. She did a great job. All the introductions in NXT for Cross were fan-fucking-tastic. Let's not twist it up. She's very beautiful.
Yeah, there's a real reason.
And she's also very good in theatrics in the ring. Also, you forget that she's actually a good wrestler. She's wrestling now, and she's throwing crazy, like, sunset flip powerbomb. Like, she's doing a great job out there.
Did you pick an equally pretty person for your worst?
I would... Not really. I mean... My problem here is that I didn't really have a lot of managers I looked at, but I would say... Also, too, let me say this. Manager of the year, second to Scarlett, is Paul Heyman. I love Paul Heyman in general. But for worst, I really didn't have one. It was tough because this wasn't the year of managers.
I got one for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wasn't the year of managers. So if I'm going to use a pass on this one, I'd probably use it here because I didn't really see one I didn't like.
That's fair. My favorite manager, you'll love because it's Paul Heyman for sure. And then my least favorite is Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, fuck. I changed my response. Excuse me! I don't want that
just
shit.
Just not relevant, not doing much for Nyla Rose. No. Just freaking there. The couple times she's got involved in her matches, it's awful. The timing's way off. It's all botched. So, yeah, she's... Oh, it was tough to think of a least favorite, but... Yeah.
Honorable mention for best, Alex Alperhantes.
I do like him. Yeah. Penta says. Get fucked. So, I didn't know how to say this, but basically best and worst commentator, play-by-play, color man in wrestling.
In wrestling?
Yeah.
The best play-by-play? God, man, that's tough because there are a lot of really good ones right now. I would say if I could... I'm going to go on a limb here and say one that I've liked because of his work. I'm going to say Taz is my favorite.
Okay.
I would go with best on that one.
I like when he sings Ruby Soho.
I do too.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. And I'd say the worst is got to be anytime Ricky Starks gets a headset.
You're kidding me.
I don't like it.
He's not worse than my worst.
Nah.
But my favorite is actually Jimmy Smith. He started with WWE. He was really one of my favorites from MMA that came over. Pat you know what? Yeah, I guess I did not put him on because he's not doing it now, but he was present in 2021, and he was good too. But yeah, Jimmy Smith.
That's a good one.
I'm actually giving something to a WWE guy. And then least favorite Excalibur by
a
fucking
landslide. I could see that.
Fuck that guy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought we were done with wrestling. We still have 2 more.
Yeah.
This one was a lot of fun for me to come up with.
Oh, yeah.
Best and worst ring attire. I have multiple on both sides.
I just want to say right now, can I do a man and woman for best?
That's kind of what I did.
Okay.
For both.
So, best male attire, Penta with the Joker.
I'll tell you right now, I agreed. I didn't pick any one of his, but he's the best male.
That was
for
good.
Me too.
And then Hikaru Shida, when she came out after she took the long absence, when she was wearing the 2-piece suit, when she was coming out to the ring during the there's a eliminator tournament for the title, and she was coming out in that in Japan.
Oh, before she started putting the curtain over her one leg.
Yep. Yeah.
I agree.
Dude, she looked like a fucking boss, man. Those are my 2. And then the worst, clearly by a mile, is Shawn Spears. What the fuck are you doing? Easily the worst one.
The suit with no shirt underneath?
I don't
the brown dad suit with no shirt?
I don't even have that suit.
It's still having a good suit.
Terrible. But that's what I would go with.
So I have Penta as my
man.
guy, and then Ty Conte as my female. I don't want to give an explanation on that. I just
ratings
like the way she looks. And then for worst, I have 1 male and 2 females.
He's canceled.
My worst male though is Leo Rush.
Oh yeah,
with his new white onesie
where
it looks like he's wearing a diaper. It's awful.
It's really bad.
And then I have one from AEW, which is Riho, because she wears doilies on her wrist, which is distracting.
She flies.
And then, by far, the worst in all of wrestling is Tamina. With her, she basically dresses like a baseball catcher.
She looks like D'Lo Brown.
Yeah. She has the whole chest protector. It's literally a catcher's
That's all it is.
Front vest, because it even has the crotch protector. Yeah. And she doesn't even cut that off. It's just dangling there the whole match. It's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Super unflattering. So, Matt.
Yes.
Now that we've insulted a bunch of people.
Yes.
Best and worst finisher in wrestling.
Oh, cool. The finisher I like the most right now is actually a tag team move. It's the Melter Driver from the Young Bucks.
Okay.
Really enjoy that because it looks pretty brutal. And the worst, I would say, because I just don't like how he does it, is the Crossroads. I just don't like. Okay. I don't like it as a finisher. It looks like it takes too much of the opponent to sell.
Yeah,
you dive over.
It looks like he's bumping himself.
Yes,
under the opponent.
That's
a really weird looking move.
I don't like
I agree with that. So my favorite is the Black Mass from Malachi.
Yeah,
and then least favorite is the Judas Effect.
I could see that.
I think it's slow and sloppy most of the time. Yeah. And then I also included as a qualifier anybody that uses the Spear or Superman Punch, because they're just overused and look like shit.
Looking at you, Roman Reigns and Orange Cassidy. Stop it.
Orange Cassidy definitely doesn't need it.
No. He has 6 fucking finishers. Yeah. Beach Break, Code something or other.
Probably Code Orange?
No, it's not Code Orange. You call it something else. It's a Beach Breaker and all the other shit he does. Fuck.
So, we're out of the wrestling. And on to MMA. Other combat sports.
Yes.
Not a lot in this category. And then we're just going into general fun shit.
Cool.
Yeah. But what's your favorite MMA and your least favorite MMA male fighter of the year?
I don't think he even fought in 2021, but I love Nate Diaz.
You know what? I don't know if he did.
He just shit talks.
I'll give it to you, because he was still around.
Oh, yeah. He was so relevant the entire time. Nate Diaz, only because he talks shit on all these little punks.
Not Conor McGregor. Get your family a proper gift.
Nope. And I would say my least favorite MMA male, I'd probably, this is gonna, wow, man, it's tough because there were so many people that I didn't like.
You're gonna love mine.
I'd say probably Cody Garbrandt. Just because
he turned into a big flub in 2020.
Yeah, the shit talking backed up by the dance moves in the ring and then getting his jaw rearranged. I was just like, goodbye.
Can't wait to see him and Sugar.
It's gonna get fucking annihilated.
It's gonna be great. So my favorite MMA male is Glover Teixeira, because old dude that came back and won the fucking title in 2021.
Won.
He is freaking killer.
He's an animal.
And then least favorite, I don't know if he fought in MMA in 2021, but he fought twice. Tyron Woodley.
Oh. Bye.
That was an easy worst.
That was really
because there are a lot of bad ones that are just douchebags.
Yeah, man.
But Tyron Woodley was a douchebag for money, so bye. MMA female favorite and least favorite.
MMA favorite, Ms. Pena, I'd say, because she unseated the Lioness. I would say
Right at the end of the year here, yeah. Very
I'll-
top of mind, very
I'll
good.
take her. And then fucking Ronda Rousey. Shut the fuck up.
But she hasn't fought. Well, she's been running.
She's such a dickhead.
She's been running her mouth.
She gets on all these fucking, like, all the people that gave her money and accolades. She's like, that was bullshit. I don't know what. Shut up. Don't ever fight again. Don't come back to wrestling. Don't come back to MMA. I loved you so much. And then you're just a dickhead now.
Open your mouth.
Fucking over with you, man. I just can't. I'm mad. I don't like her, man. She pisses me off a lot.
Clearly, you have a worst of.
Yep.
So, my favorite, Thug Rose,
Hell
Namajunas, and least favorite, one of Ronda Rousey's common competitors, Misha Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah. For similar reasons.
Yeah.
To Ronda
Shut the
Rousey.
fuck
Yeah.
up.
Get in there and get knocked out or quit or do something, but
Yeah.
do something.
Do something. Anything. Good Lord.
So, we're out of combat sports, Matt.
Oh, thank God.
On to just how we live our lives now.
Yeah.
For quite a few.
Yeah.
And I was going to do best and worst movie, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't just like movies.
Yeah.
We like horror movies.
We sure do.
So best and worst horror movie, and try to get it in 2021 if you can.
Okay. I'd say
Because I think I did. I'm not sure if I did.
I would say a movie that I really enjoyed in 2021, maybe not the best of 2021, but the one I enjoyed a lot was VHS 94.
That was almost my favorite.
I really enjoyed that. Hell Rat Man. I love that movie. And then the worst one, I really tried to watch. It was a female revenge movie. It was exclusive on Shudder, and I can't remember what the hell it was called. It's not worth even trying to remember, but it's like some girl who gets drugged, fucked, and then comes back and she's like picking people off with a sniper rifle. It just wasn't good.
Whoa.
It wasn't good.
I missed that one.
I can't remember what it was called. Forgive me.
But it was least favorite.
Least
so
favorite.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So my favorite horror movie was VHS 94 was definitely up there. But my backup and what edged it out by a little bit was a movie called Censor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Which was about the English censorship in the I guess that was the 70s and 80s over the nasties, which was just movies we were watching here in America. But a very cool take. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Give it a watch. And then least favorite was a tie because I wasn't sure if Willy's Wonderland was from 2021 or not. but I know my other least favorite definitely was, and that's Halloween Kills.
Yeah. Terrible.
Both were terrible movies for completely different reasons. Willy's Wonderland definitely worse than Halloween Kills, but
At least Halloween's Kills was at least shot well.
yeah, exactly. That was my biggest problem with Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
It was shot cheap. It was all just cheap. And
The story was cool as shit.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I liked it. I liked the idea of it, yeah, for sure.
But sucked.
Sucked, hated it.
So Matt, I'm not going to nail you down to just a favorite or a best or worst song.
Yeah.
But if you want a best or worst artist, whatever you prefer, because I think I have an artist for my best and then a worst song. I don't even remember the artist's name.
So for 2021, an artist that I actually really like, and you're going to think this is weird because I think she's done a lot of really cool stuff in 2021. She's kind of flying under the radar as much as she can. She's called Poppy.
Oh yeah, I know Poppy. Yeah,
I like Poppy. I like how she's. It's kind of like electro. It's kind of a throwback to like electro industrial metal.
I think I still have concert tickets for her from 2020. Actually.
Yeah, she was cool, man.
She's coming around with Deftones and Gojira. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna see her in 2022.
I like her new album. I thought it was pretty cool. I have it. I think I actually listened to it on the way over here, man. I just enjoy her shit. I'd say worst of. Man, there were a couple artists that put out albums I did not like, and it's hard to say because making music is tough, very very tough. But I'm gonna say the new album from the Hollow Ends really left me wanting more.
I don't even know who they are.
Trash Grass, but like very heavy resonator style. I don't know, man. I didn't really like it. Sorry. I like everything else.
You've liked some of their past.
Oh, dude,
works?
the rest of his he's a one man band and he's fantastic. But this new album, I don't know.
Check out all of his stuff.
I think he tried too hard.
Oh, you're way nicer with your worst than I am. My best was an artist, which I know they've had new music in 2021, but I kind of like some of their old stuff that I did just discover this year.
Yeah.
And that's Eskimo Callboy.
Yeah.
Specific shout out to Hypa Hypa, which I think is a 2019 release, maybe?
Yeah.
18.
Thank you for hiring all the chicks on your videos.
Yes,
too.
yeah. But they also had 2 songs released in 2021 that are phenomenal. So check out Eskimo Callboy. Yes, that's a weird artist name.
It's good.
And yes, their sound matches it.
It's good.
It's kind of new school System of a Down meets club music.
It's very chaotic.
It's chaotic and fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Which I like. It's upbeat.
like it. Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice change of pace for me. And then my least favorite, by far, and I do not know the artist, whoever released that Fancy Like song that's in all the TikToks and the Applebee's.
Fancy Like Applebee's.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go to hell. Go to fucking hell.
Straight
and
to it.
And that hell will be in Applebee's.
Yeah. And it'll be $1 drinks they make in the buckets in the back.
It is the worst song.
Yeah, it's terrible, man.
That I've ever heard.
I don't like it.
And definitely the worst song of 2021.
Yeah.
Might have came out before that, but I heard it a lot this year. And fuck off.
Yep.
Off of music now, because now I'm frustrated. Favorite and most hated podcast.
Can I just say us for both of them?
Don't take my answer.
No,
you can't say us for either.
I would say shout out to our friends at Halloween's Forever for a podcast that really took over. They started late in 2021, but I really enjoyed what they did. And also, by the time before you hear this, we're actually on the next episode.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be on there Monday.
I was going to tell you to promote that at the end, but yeah.
We'll do it again anyway. But yeah, Halloween's Forever is really cool. Thank you, Brian, Steve, and Meg. Great job over there. And I'd say worst. God, man, there's a couple that I didn't like a lot this year. I would probably say any celebrity-driven podcast. Fuck off. Like, you have a fan base that will listen to you fart into a microphone and you get 6 million downloads an episode. Meanwhile, you have people like Josh Potter, who I love. He's only getting like 400,000 hits per episode, and he kills. So, I don't know. Celebrity-driven podcasts in general are the ones I hate the most. I will not listen to Armchair Quarterback. I don't give a fuck.
I was going to say that. I dislike that one a lot.
I'll
say that right now. I'll take that as mine because I didn't have a least favorite, but I...
Well, what's your favorite then?
Stand that one.
Yeah.
Well, Steve's going to be very happy with us because I am taking him and Adam on the Hop Nation USA podcast.
Wonderful. It's 1A, it's 1A and 1B with them and Halloween's Forever.
Which those two I listen to every week along with Last Podcast on the Left. So easily my favorite.
Yeah. Also too, shout out to you guys. If anyone listens to us, when we started, we didn't really know what we were doing. And Hop Nation helped us out a lot. So
helped Matt out. I just show up, folks.
Thanks in 2021. I think you guys deserve individual shout outs. Thank you very much for helping me understand how to do this. So love you guys.
So Matt, in a similar vein, but with video.
Yeah.
Favorite and least favorite YouTube channel.
Easily my favorite YouTube is Stevie T. Stevie T on the guitar. He is so fucking funny.
I gotta look this up.
I
feel like I know this, but maybe I don't.
He's great, man. He does things like he'll take songs that have bad song lyrics. He'll put them in like Google Translator and try to have the translator guess it and shit like that. Phenomenal guitar player, by the way.
Huh.
He's friends with Dragon Force.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he's great. I love Stevie T. If you're watching this, please, just fucking love you, dude. I'd say worst YouTube channel. It's hard to produce content, but let me just say, fuck you, Nick Briz. I don't like you. I think you're a dickbag. I don't play basketball, but I'm going to tell you right the fuck now, I don't like your shit. I think you're an asshole. Come at me.
Wait, he plays basketball?
He plays basketball.
Is that the guy that Tom Segura broke his leg with?
No, that's Tristan Jass. I like Tristan.
Okay.
No, Nick Briz is...
Man, you're in that end one world that
I am, man. Well, when I'm frustrated and stressed, I watch all these like YouTube basketball things.
Watch talented people.
I do. I watch talented people. But Nick Briz pisses me off. So fuck you, Nick Briz. Come after me, bro.
We probably can't weather that storm. Anyway.
I can weather that storm. I don't give a fuck.
My favorite YouTube channel is kind of a cop-out off of a podcast, but it's Your Mom's House.
Oh, yeah.
I always watch it on YouTube. I don't listen to it commonly because I want to see the videos they're talking about. Another one I like that is strictly YouTube is a channel called That Chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an Irish guy recapping true crime stories in a kind of comedic way, but serious way with a lot of courtroom footage. And then third one I just thought of when I mentioned Irish guys is OSW Review, which is a wonderful wrestling video podcast that started by picking apart each pay-per-view from Hulk Hogan's career.
Oh, shit.
And just like watching them and making fun of them, and you can watch it real time with their commentary, which is nice. But now they have evolved into like covering some TNA storylines, some more current WWE, and right now they're doing the Ultimate Warrior's time in WCW.
Oh, shit.
Which has been pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, an OSW review. And then least favorite, pretty easy, anything the Paul brothers are doing.
Yep. Fuck you guys.
They're out.
Yep.
Because I couldn't think of a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's just one I don't turn on. So Matt, best and worst TV series, if you've gotten into that. That can include anything on Netflix or Hulu. Or...
Oh, cool. Okay, so best TV series I was like super addicted to, Wentworth. Thank you, Wentworth, for they capped off. It's like
this is really just you giving me stuff to check out.
Cool. They wrapped up the entire series. It's on Netflix right now. It's an edgier Orange is the New Black. It's set in Australia.
Nice.
Fantastic. Loved it. And then my worst, I would say, people are going to fucking hate me for this, but I didn't like this as much as I did as I thought I was going to, is Ozark.
Oh, thank God.
Did not like it. Everyone was like, Jason Bateman. So he's great. I'm not going to say any of the acting jobs were bad. It's just that, I just didn't like the...
See, I love Ozark. I do love it.
Not
Coming back season 4 or 5 or whatever they're on.
Something like that.
At the end of the month.
I'm not going to denigrate the ability to make a show, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. Yeah.
That's why I don't have a worst. I hate to say it, I do not have a worst.
That's okay.
But my favorite, it was something that was actually on TV and surprised me right here at the end of the year. And that was Chucky on Sci-Fi.
Oh, yeah, it was really
Ended
good.
up being really good.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything streaming I watched that wasn't from past years, but that's something that debuted this year that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
It ended a little sloppy and rushed, but I think that's because
season 2's on the way
to keep it into a season 2, and I think they got that news a little late into shooting. So yeah, they kept it open-ended, and I think that hurt the last episode. But other than that, it was a great episode. A lot of cussing and a lot of violence for cable.
Yeah.
Really appreciated it. It read kind of like a good Chucky movie.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Not like that latest remake that was fucking weird. So Matt, best and worst reality TV show.
The best and worst reality
streaming show.
It's the same one, 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, that's my best.
It's the best and worst at the same time. Because best because I love the drama, and worst because I hate some of the people so bad on that show.
That's why I love it.
I just can't. So best and worst is 90 Day Fiancé.
So my best and worst are both from TLC. But best is 90 Day Fiancé. Worst is I'm in love with a mama's boy, or it's just called Mama's Boy. Ugh. And it's about these women that are in relationships with guys that are really obsessed with their mothers.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
It's very creepy, and I just hate... It's really misplaced hate, because I hate all of the women in the show.
Yeah, for putting up with the bullshit.
The guys are what they are.
Yeah.
And they're fucking weird. Move on. Because a lot of them seem like decent ladies, other than whatever mental illness they have that keeps them with their guy. But that one's just frustrating to watch. Now into our really easy stuff, consumables. And locations to consume consumables. Matt, what's your favorite and least favorite food of 2021? Not that it had to be invented in 2021.
Oh, my favorite food.
Because mine are straight up forward.
My favorite food is Condado tacos. Thank you, Condado, for fueling all of 2021 for me. My least favorite food, I'd say this one time when I tried to make broiled chicken and I fucked it up. I still served it to my family.
So
Fuck you guys.
Matt's chicken. Overcooked or undercooked?
Super overcooked. Peek behind the curtain. I got hammered while I was cooking it and then forgot about it. And
that seems to be how most of your mishaps start. I got super hammered then.
Insert. Yeah. So that was it.
Fuck up here. Yeah. So my favorite food, I went more general than you. I just went tacos. And then least favorite, any salad made with iceberg lettuce.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah. Romaine or die.
or spinach. I like baby spinach.
Yeah, I do spinach. Yeah.
Spring mix is all good. Anything but iceberg is such a lame lettuce.
Yeah.
So Matt.
Yeah.
Best and worst. Non-alcoholic drink.
Oh, this is actually surprisingly very easy for me. Best.
It was super easy for me.
Best non-alcoholic drink is Liquid Death. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Best one. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I'd say the worst one is any kind of soda. I don't drink soda anymore, so fuck soda.
Except Sprite every once in a while?
Every once in a while when I have a hangover.
Yeah.
It's medicinal purposes.
I get into mine are both coffee.
Really?
Yes. Best Black Forge.
Yeah.
Here in Pittsburgh. Least favorite, Dunkin' Donuts. Go fuck yourself.
If we're doing worse coffee too, that Bones coffee.
Does that suck? Which I had to get Dunkin' today. I can drink their iced coffee.
Yeah.
Their hot coffee sucks.
It's terrible. And if you let their hot coffee go cold, prepare for diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
Prepare for it, yeah.
Instant. Yeah, today I went to Black Forge to get coffee. They're closed. Good on you for giving your employees New Year's Eve off.
I like
That's
that.
really cool, especially on a Friday.
For sure.
But then my backup, and the only thing close besides Gecko is Dunkin'. And I should have went to Gecko. But, well, live and learn. But, so that I just came up with that one today.
That was nice. That was good.
So, to the funner drinks. Matt, what's your favorite alcoholic drink? Not beer related.
Oh, not beer related?
We'll go with booze, or if it's wine, it's wine. But beer is our next category.
So I would say for alcoholic, it's a nice little throwback to you. Thank you. You got me this bottle of 10-year aged McKenna.
That's one of my favorite bourbons.
I did not open it until the start of 2021 because I wanted to save it for something special, and I realized that second year of the pandemic was as special as it could get. So I cracked it open. It's
this is as depressed as I'll ever be.
I got a quarter of the bottle left, and thank you. It was I think a birthday gift.
Either birthday or Christmas last year,
but it lasted, and I'm excited because it was good, man. And you get me some pretty cool shit, so thank you for that. Least favorite alcoholic drink, I had this shit called Rooster Cock whiskey.
Oh, I have a bottle of that too.
If it comes in an aluminum bottle and it has
mine is in a glass bottle at least.
Oh, mine was in an aluminum bottle and it had a sticker on it. It wasn't even like a label.
Bad news.
Yeah, but I was like, hey, that sounds pretty funny, so I'm gonna try it. And it tastes as funny as it sounds. It tastes like shit. Sorry, Rooster Cock, don't sue us. Fuck off. It wasn't good.
So, my favorite drink, definitely not new to me in 2021. It's always been my favorite. Don't know why I put this on the best and worst of the year list. Because it's not even new from the name, because it's an old-fashioned. It was my favorite cocktail. And then my least favorite is a Vegas Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Those have now hit Jaeger Bomb status for me this year. Yeah. I cannot drink them anymore.
Do you ever, as Matt Bronger was like, yeah, I get a Jaeger Bomb and I sip it casually at the bar.
Psychopath. So, Matt, one I haven't come up with for myself yet.
Yeah.
Best and worst beer of 2021.
Yeah. So, the best beer I had in 2021, and not to be a homer about it, but when you brewed a beer on the Penn Brewery system, when you had...
Oh, you big loser.
Tortuga and Fuego.
Big loser.
You're
just trying to get me to kiss you, and that ain't going to work.
It's going to happen.
You suck
when that camera goes off, you're going to fucking French me.
No, I am not.
It's for a ton of reasons. One of which, great accomplishment for you. Secondarily, that's one of my favorite beers, and to have it off of the oldest microbrewery in Pennsylvania was really cool. So, for all those reasons, it's my favorite beer of 2021. My least favorite beer of 2021, I would say... I tried it. God, man, I can't believe Breckenridge Brewery had their vanilla porter, and I broke down.
No.
I broke down.
Your former favorite.
I broke down and bought a can of it, and I was just like, I want to see if it still sucks. And guess what?
Still sucks.
Still sucks.
Still sucks.
Also, too, shout out to Necromancer. I think I said that on Hop Nation that the Poker Face IPA is. Love you guys. Yeah.
Kissy face.
Mwah.
Damn, this is tough for me. I should have did some research.
You should have. Just say Arboretum Trail and get it over with.
Least favorite, Arboretum Trail. Arboretum Trail, definitely my least favorite. You stole my employee.
Hey, Ben.
Actually, that's brewery. That's next. Now, I don't know. Least favorite should probably be easier. Oh, I know my least favorite. I had 3 Citrus Peel Out from Southern Tier this year. Used to be one of my favorite beers. They've now lowered the ABV. They've lowered the character. They've lowered the flavor.
They're trying to get that general audience.
So kind of in your Breckenridge
Yeah.
feeling, you can say they're getting to that general audience. They're just trying to get to more of an audience. So they're watering down the beer, and that's why Pumpkin is not as good as it was. So that's the facts. That's the facts.
That's how it rolls.
And actually, as we talk about Southern Tier watering their stuff down, I came up with my favorite beer.
Yeah?
And it's actually Arboretum Trail's Pumpkin Roll
Oh, yeah.
that they did.
That was really good.
Made me pine for a good Warlock.
Yeah. A good Warlock.
So, yeah.
Not this year's Warlock.
Arboretum Trail. I mean, a lot of stuff Necromancer did. I can't pick one.
Yeah.
The stick beer was good.
Dude, the Adam beer was really good, too.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh.
So many good ones from them. Trace had some good ones, but just like
Old
some
Thunder.
of their Fodor stuff. Old Thunder's got some good stuff. So that's breweries, though. We're going to get into that soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go with the Pumpkin Roll from Arboretum Trail.
Absolutely.
Good luck finding it now because it's gone.
It's-
But get some of the Christmas beer if you can track it down.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Because we reviewed that a few weeks back, and that was excellent, too.
I just saw a 4-pack sitting at the Carson City Deli. You get down there.
That's where I got mine from.
There's a 4-pack sitting there for under the tree.
So, Matt,
Yep.
I gave it away already, but what was your favorite and least favorite brewery?
So, it's no surprise whatsoever. Necromancer is my favorite brewery of the year. Only followed shortly by Old Thunder, followed shortly there by Connie Creek, because you guys are in my neighborhood. Love you guys. But Necromancer, I just love the story of them, how they came up and started, just hit the ground running. I love it. Their beers are great. My least favorite brewery, I fucked up that one time and said Yellow Bridge.
Yeah, you sure did.
I did. So fuck you, Joss. I'm saying Yellow Bridge for my least favorite.
Doubling down.
I'm hitting that fucking. Come on the podcast, and then we'll see what happens. But
You guys can fight it out.
no, God, man, Goose Island.
That's a good one.
Goose Island, yeah, because
That's a good one.
everything tastes watered down. I would say Breckenridge Brewery is like kicking a fucking dead horse right now. So I'll say Goose Island because that low cal IPA they came out with, fuck you. I don't want that fucking shit. Yeah, Goose Island.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So brewery, I will give it up to somebody I overlooked at our Hop Nation podcast. Not that Mondays isn't one of my favorites, but they weren't technically 2021. So I'm going to 2021 and saying Trace, I believe, opened in 2021.
Yeah.
And I was just there on Tuesday night, and I had an awesome time and had some great friggin' beers.
Good.
I've been there many times this year, but had a friggin' blast at Trace.
Cool.
And they've done some great stuff. Not taking away, you keep taking Necromancer from me, so I can't answer them. Also, yeah, one of my favorites. Both breweries, very unique to just hit the ground running. I mean, that just kind of speaks to how the management and the ownership might have picked their brew staff.
Yeah.
I believe that's a big part in being able to hit the ground with
Oh,
successful beers and not needing to take too much time to bring out great fucking beers.
Yeah, I agree.
Least favorite, easy, Dented Keg, Mars, PA. You suck. And no explanation needed.
Yeah.
If you need an explanation, hit me up in the socials. I'll tell you exactly why they suck. Matt,
Yeah,
last one.
yeah.
22 categories. And we're going to revisit these next year to see if
okay.
our answers change in 2022.
I'm sure they will.
I bet they will. Let's
Yeah.
see how a year shapes us. But this one probably won't change for me. What's your best and worst bar in the Pittsburgh area or nationally, anywhere you've gone this year? It's nothing that needs to have opened, just anywhere you've been.
Anywhere I've been in 2021. Well, the problem is I was grounded 2021. I was still playing homebody, but I did get to go to one bar that I really enjoy, and I always have. It's Lexion's. I love Lexion's. It's just down the road from us right here.
I should have went first.
Yep. Love Lexion's. The sandwiches are good. I get to go there sometimes for lunch on my work time, so that's nice. I like them a lot. Worst bar, and none of them listen to this crap. It's called the Bonfire. It's out by me. Your beer is warm, your food is shit, and your staff is rude. So fuck it. Like
Fire.
Figure
Shots.
it out.
Shots fired.
Figure it out. Your wings are really good. The wings are good. The sandwiches are good. Everything else is
Just make everything else good.
yeah, make everything else good, please.
My favorite, I'm going to repeat because this isn't Mount Rushmore, so I can repeat. It's Alexion's for me as well. Least favorite. There's one close to me I don't think I should say on here.
Do it.
My least favorite by far is Tequila Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. That's so easy.
I don't know. I think I stepped foot in there for one drink this year, waiting for.
Did you also get syphilis?
Stage A. No, surprisingly no. Surprisingly not.
Did you find an offensive coordinator while you were there?
One I would like to improve greatly in 2022.
That's a nice
is Hunter Blues, which is right down the street from me as well.
Yeah, I could agree.
Used to be the Hop House. Used to be great when it was the Hop House. Got really bad as the Hop House. Sold, and hopefully they're just trying to figure it out. I do think the food menu's great, but their draft beer has so much more room for potential.
Yeah.
So I'm just rooting for them. I don't think they're bad.
Yeah.
I know what it could be.
It needs improvement. The space is great.
And I think the problem is it needs a lot of money. So I understand if that's just, growing pains.
Yeah.
So that's the one I'm rooting for in 2022.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to take over Alexion's, but let's see.
we'll find out. I bet you in 2022 we're like, Alexion's.
They got a lot of work to do. Maybe if Timmy's contract comes up at Alexion's and they snipe him.
Yeah, no.
Don't think that's happening. But yeah, so thanks for giving me
man.
a segment that I thought of, just to kind of get our year end going.
I like it, man. You crushed
getting
it.
through there, well, what I thought was quick, but it probably took us a while.
So, Adam, you have a lot of shit going on here. What is on tap, and where can you find us?
We got 5 on tap, everybody. So, new tonight in the Jojitorium, we just sampled it on the podcast. A little bit of the Bubbly Bellini Brut IPA coming in at 8.4%. We should have plenty left after the party, or we're all dead. Send the ambulance.
Oops, all Ubers.
Number 2, we still have some of that Every Time I Chai stout coming in at 7.5. Really good. I'm really happy with it this year. Number 3, we have our Christmas Cranberry Honey Gruit Ale called How the Gruit Stole Christmas, coming in at 7.2. It's a kind of a wheat-heavy, ancient-style ale with a lot of fruitiness in it, and it's pretty dry. So kind of hitting that wine character a little bit. Try some out. And then at number 4, we have our gingerbread stout coming in at 7.5%. Another one we did for Christmas this year. And then the one we just sampled in this round 2 of beers, Year of the Joji, our honey barley wine. I cannot guarantee if this will be around, but if you're hearing this, hit me up, because it will not be around long.
Yeah.
I know as soon as word gets out that this is drinkable, because it was all suspicious until today, that this will probably go. Again, real boozy, 15.2%, coming off with a bunch of honey, a little bit of hops, kind of that raisin booziness, tasting note, real strong. So if you like a darker barley wine, this is kind of hitting that groove for me.
Good. And if you want to find out how to get a hold of all these beers, all you have to do is follow Adam on all social media. It's at @bash_brew. If you want to know what's going on with us down here in the Jojitorium, as you can see in all of its splendor, at DWTB on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Send in all your listener comments, questions, and whatevs to decayandwtb@gmail.com. So, ring in the Happy New Year with you guys here from the Jojitorium. Wherever you guys are, hopefully you're having fun and staying safe. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Well, hey, man, before we do it, cheers to season 2.
Cheers. Pilot episode. We got camera.
All right.
That's a drop. YouTube.com.